Thought it might be fun to try cursive letters, block bubble letters. So let's jump into drawing a cursive letter. So you can see now I've drawn with my wide marker the word fine in cursive. Now, just the same way that we practiced before, drew the letter F, practiced drawing around the letter F, and then redrew it down below. I would do the same thing with these cursive letters. And you can see that this, the I, N, and E would all be one letter, or one drawing, which kind of gets complicated. Really have to think hard about this one. But let's start with the letter F. So just like I've done before, I'm just going to kind of trace around the outside. That kind of just gives me that idea of kind of what I'm doing. Now I'm going to redraw that exact same thing I just did down below. So I'm going to start. It's useful having the previous drawing just to kind of give you an idea. Now this part right here is really important. So this strike across the mark should match up. So it's important that I stop and restart so that if these lines were drawn, they would be drawn all the way across. But there you can see that's kind of my cursive F. It should be the same thing with these marks. So if I was to continue to draw these lines, they should match up as well. If they don't, something's going to feel off about our letter. We can make this three-dimensional as well. So I'm going to kind of go a different direction just to kind of give you a quick idea of what that might look like. But you can totally make this three-dimensional. Now let's go to this part because it's a little more complicated. This is totally a good way to practice this, though. As somebody who has drawn bubble letters for a very long time, I would frequently, and I would still probably do it today, create the wide mark drawing before I attempted to draw it myself. It just helps me think about it. So now I can kind of just study and try to recreate what I've drawn here. E, again, is kind of a tricky letter. So I'm looking here, same thing here. So this mark comes all the way across. So these marks should kind of match up. So it kind of works. It's a little bit bunched together. I would definitely be drawing this with pencil to make it something that I would be, totally happy with. But there you have kind of an example of cursive bubble letters. And again, if I want to make these three-dimensional, I can just kind of follow the rules that we've set out. A little bit complicated. Maybe I should save that for another video. In fact, I think I will. Thanks for watching, guys.